Hello, Teacher Fit teachers. It is Coach Gina here, and I am here to take you through your dumbbell workout for today. Today, we do have an AMRAP. It's only 12 minutes, so I always like to say we can do anything for 12 minutes, right? In this 12 minutes, it is a down chain. We'll be counting down by threes, and I'll talk to you guys about that a little bit more once we get past our warm-up. So I would like you to have dumbbells for the warm-up. Your weight selection can be anywhere between, moderate to moderate heavy to heavy, and you can even switch out those weights in between if you would like to. So if you don't have dumbbells, run really quick. That can be part of your warm-up. Running to get your dumbbells, grab them, and we are gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so for today's starting warm-up move, we are just gonna be doing some dumbbell squats. I'm gonna leave it up to you whether you wanna hold those dumbbells next to your body or if you just wanna put them up on your shoulders. My microphone's up there, so I'm gonna keep mine next to my body. Feet are gonna be outside the hip, toes turn out slightly. We start squatting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go ahead and get started in those squats. All right, so, if you're just getting started this morning and you're stiff and your legs are like, what's happening? It is okay if you are working down towards that knee crease, okay? Maybe it's the end of the day for you and you're feeling pretty warm, then you might be able to drop down into that full squat a little bit quicker. Our goal in Teacher Fit is always to get deep in that squat. All right, team, we're gonna go into shoulder presses in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I would like you to keep your feet outside the hip. Weights are gonna come to that shoulder, sink and push, sink and push. Brace your core. Anytime you're putting weight over the head, really important to make sure we keep that core tight to keep our back safe. You guys, we're gonna go into rows in 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. So let's walk our feet a little closer. Hinge, bend the knees, and go into those rows. Drive your elbows toward the ceiling, bend the knees, press weight into the heels, tightly brace the core. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead, place your weights down. You're gonna come down to the mat. We're gonna do push-ups. So I'm gonna start on my knees. On your push-up, drop down, push out, brace the core, push out of the floor. On your push-up, your goal is always to get into that elbow crease, keeping the core tight and lengthening out the spine. If you're on your toes and you find you're not getting full range of motion, always drop to the knees to get into that full push-up position. I'm gonna count you down and then we're gonna go into planks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands in slightly. Now, you can stay on your knees for this plank. You can see my butt is just slightly below my shoulders. My core is tight. Or if you're feeling like you're ready, you can come up onto your toes. Long spine, core tight. Think about squeezing your butt and pushing your heels away. Navel in, but check in with your breath. Good. Let's keep this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead, stand this back up. What I'd like for you to do is open and then give me a big shoulder roll here. Get those shoulders ready for the work. And then I'd like you to interlock your fingers, push out, reach up, 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 big reach to the top. When you open here, I would like you to reverse that roll. Good. That concludes your warm-up. So now we're going to talk in a little bit more detail about what you can expect in your workout for today. As I mentioned, it is a 12-minute AMRAP. So we do have a down chain. We'll be starting at 15, and then we drop to 12, 9, 6, 3. Your goal is to get down to 3. No matter where you end up, we go straight into 3 sets of 1-minute planks. So, down chain, 12 minutes, and then 3 1-minute planks. So, let's show you what your exercises are. Remember, we're starting at 15. 15 thrusters. A thruster is a nice big deep squat, brace your core, press up and out. So you'll do 15 thrusters, and then we have a double dumbbell snatch. We're gonna start from the hang position in your snatch. So you're going to hang here. A snatch, the weights do come over your head. So I want you to brace that core nice and tight. Starting from the hang position, you're gonna drive the weights up close to the body and then land in that snatch. 15 of your double dumbbell snatches. Let's look at that from the side. So you're gonna start from that hang position. Your belly is tight. You wanna drive your shoulder blades together. As you come up for your snatch, weights stay close to the body and you land in that squat, weights up over the head. 15 of those is gonna be a lot. If you need to break them up, I highly recommend breaking them up. You know, maybe do 7, take a rest, and then finish out to get to your 15. And then last but not least, we have our bent over row, 15. So 15 rows. When you finish your 15th row, it's 12, then 9, then 6, then 3, okay? So we have 12 minutes to get through that, but don't throw in the towel when you get to your last one. We finish everything with those 3 rounds of planks. All right, team, now you know what to do. You're warmed up. Let's go ahead and get into this workout. I'd like to give you a 20-second break to go ahead and grab a quick sip of water and then meet me back here and we'll get started. See you in a second. Okay guys, welcome back to your 12-minute AMRAP. It is that descending chain starting from 15. We have 15 thrusters starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Drop and push. Drop. Make sure you're counting to 15. On your thruster, the goal is to get as deep into your squat as you are able. Brace the core to push the weight up and overhead. When you hit your 15th one, you go into your double dumbbell snatch. I'm gonna talk a lot during the snatch to make sure you guys are doing it properly. So, start in that hang position, pushing the butt back slightly, brace the core. Remember, weight stays close to the body. Drive it up, you drop down into that squat position, and then walk the feet back in, and you reset it. I do recommend breaking these up if this is a new move for you. So hang, snatch. Brace, squeeze your butt, chest stays up, boom, that's your landing position, walking those feet back in every time. When you hit your 15th one, bend over row. Feet under hip, hinge at the hip, squeeze the butt, and then drive elbows high. Big squeeze, big squeeze. Chest stays up. That means no rolling through the shoulders. When you hit your 15th one, you're back in your thruster, resting when you need to, guys. That's the beauty of an AMRAP. You rest when you feel like you need it. On that thruster, feet outside the hip, toes out slightly. Bring your weights to your shoulder. I want you to dip as low as you can into a squat, pushing into the heel, bracing the core hard. Boom, push out. I do want to talk about where you're landing. You should always be able to see your elbows. Should never land with your weights behind you. It's not good for your back. All right, so if you finish your 15s, now you're on 12s. So 12 thrusters. Brace your core hard. Don't forget to count. When you hit your 12th, you're in that dumbbell snatch. The hang position to start. Boom, land in a squat to finish. And when you hit that 12th one, hinge at the hip, butt shifts back, brace your core. We have 8 minutes left. And then drive those elbows high. Now, you need to, you can always put those down, shake it out a little, do what you need to do, and then you're at 9, starting with those thrusters. So, feet outside hip, toes out slightly, chest is up, dropping deep into that squat for 9. When you hit your 9th one, we have our snatch. Keep those weights close to the body. Brace that core nice and hard. Anything overhead, you got to protect the back. And when you hit your 9th one, you have your rows. Bend the knees, butt back, and row. So, hinge, push the butt back, long spine, elbows high. And when you finish that, we're on 6. Remember, dropping by 3s. You do not have to be on the same number as me. You can be ahead of me, you can be behind me. Just make sure you're dropping down by 3 and that you're counting to make sure that you're doing 15, 12, 9, 6, etc. So I'm going back into my thrusters. I'm on 6. That doesn't mean that you have to be. Once you hit 6, we have that snatch. We just passed 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes to go. And when you get your sixth one, setting up in that row, feet under the hip, hinge. So be careful you're not rolling here, right? Keeping spine long, shoulders down. I like to think of it as shoulders in my back pocket. And then hinge forward. And then on the elbow drive, big drive. And if I were with you and I came and I put my hand in between your two shoulder blades, I should be able to feel you squeezing my hand in between those shoulder blades, okay? All right, so 6 rows. Once you hit that 6th one, again, if you want to put your weights down, shake it off a little bit. You have about 3.5 minutes left, so let that guide you of how long of a rest you want to take. I wouldn't recommend more than about 15 seconds at this point, so you can get down to those last 3 of each exercise. So once you've had enough rest, if you need it, you drop 3 and you finish up, whatever number you're on. Now, it is getting close to the last round, or maybe you are on your last round. I want you to get deep in this thruster, okay? So dig deep, try to get that butt down low, push through the heels, explode out, bracing the core to get that weight up and over the head. And then our snatches. Once again, it's that same hinge that we just talked about in the back row, where we brace, we hinge, but we keep those knees soft, and then keeping the weights close to the body, boom, land in that snatch position. Snatch is a very, very difficult movement. I'd love for you to slow it down and get the form correct rather than trying to rush through this, okay? So get the form down and straight, and then you can always go a little faster. All right, so squeeze the butt, brace the core, boom, land that snatch, and then walk the feet back together. Hang position, brace, boom, drive it on up. All right, and then we finish always with those rows. So feet are gonna be under the hip, hinge. You guys have 2 minutes left, lots of time to get through this workout. Drive those elbows high. Good, remember, hinging on the hip, pushing the butt back, weights in the heel, nice long spine, and then driving elbows straight back. Remember what we talked about, squeezing those shoulder blades in between my hand, if my hand were on your back. If you've completed all of your rounds, get a drink, get ready for those planks. We're not done with this workout. If you're still working, I want to encourage you to keep moving, make your rest shorter. You have about 1 minute and 20 seconds left to get through whatever rounds you're on. That means keep moving, keep working, and I'm here to root you on. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Remember on that thruster, guys, feet are gonna be outside the hip. Chest is up, core is tight, and I really, really want you focusing on dipping low in that squat for that thruster, driving out and bracing that core, okay? So if that's the move you're on, focus on getting low, bracing and exploding out with power, protecting that back. You guys, you have about 30 seconds to go. About 30 seconds to go. Come on, yes you can. Let's do this, let's do this. Push guys, push. Whatever move you're on, I want you to tighten up the form and finish it. And if you've already completed all the way down to your 3 of each, you're walking around, you're getting some water, preparing for those planks. All right, team, 15 seconds to finish this down chain AMRAP. Come on, come on. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Guess what? We're in our first plank. Hello, planks. All right, so come on down into that plank, 1 minute. So nice long spine here. Brace that core hard. Push the heels away. If you need it, you can always drop to a knee. 15 seconds in. Are you breathing? On a plank, guys, if I were to come and place a glass of water on your back, it would not fall over because your spine is long and straight. You have 30 seconds left, and you'll get a 10-second break to recover, and then we're into our second plank. So think about your form. Think about that nice long line, shoulder over elbow. Everybody squeeze their glutes. Good, push those heels away. 10 seconds, hang on to it, guys. Hold, 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 hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, quick 10-second rest. Come up off of your shoulders, off of your elbows. Give yourselves a quick roll out. Round 2, 3, 2. Let's get back into plank. Now, here's your other option, would be to drop to a knee. Great option here if you want it. You can also go between the two options, right? You can be between knees and toes. But the main important thing, guys, is that no matter what option you take, that your back stays long and flat. I don't want to see a soup bowl with the back, and I also don't want to see your butt lifting, because that is taking away from the core work. 30 seconds to go. You can take your feet wider for a more stable base. Closer feet is harder. Good. Squeeze the butt, push your forearms into the ground, drive navel towards the spine, but don't hold your breath. 10 seconds, yes you can. Hang on, hang on. 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and rest it out. All right, team, this is our last plank, our last one. Yeah, knees or toes, you decide. Just don't give up on yourself. I believe in you. Believe in yourself the way I believe in you. Let's go. Good, brace that core. Now, it is important to make sure that as you brace, that you're not holding your breath. I'm talking nonstop, so I know that I'm breathing, but maybe you're not as talkative as I am. Check your breathing. Check it. Breathe in, breathe out. You can even say things like, "Shut up, Gina." And then I know you're breathing. Come on, come on. Butt down. Hang on to it, hang on to it. You got 20 seconds left, you guys. Everybody squeeze their glutes together. Lengthen out that spine. You got 15 seconds to go. This is it. This is it, the last 10 seconds of your workout. What are you gonna do? Stay in it, stay in it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it out, you guys. Come into a child's pose. Let's hold that child's pose. Just breathing here. Good. From here, what I'd like you to do is come up to a kneeling position. One leg comes forward. Push your hips through. Reach up. Nice big stretch to the top. Good. From here, I'd like you to stay on this knee, but you're going to bring this leg in front straight, and now you're gonna lean into it. You can even kind of reach for that toe if that feels good. You can place one hand on the floor to help you keep your balance, or you can even place both hands on the floor if you're able to do that. Still getting a nice stretch through the back of that leg. All right, so let's just go ahead, switch sides. Other foot, forward, push the hips forward, reach, and then from here, you're going to drop that front leg straight. You can reach for that toe and drop a hand to the floor, both hands to the toe, both hands on the floor, whatever feels good in your body. Just make sure that we're getting that nice stretch through the back of that leg. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and take that leg back down into that child's pose. Big reach with the fingers. And I'm gonna have you come into tabletop, round out the back, and then flatten. Let's do that again. So you're gonna round and flatten. We're gonna do that one more time before we come back to neutral spine. So go ahead, round and flatten. Good. Back into neutral spine. Tuck your toes under to push off into downward dog. You're going to push your head through the arms and push your heels toward the ground, getting a nice stretch through the back of that body. Just breathing, releasing. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, you can drop back to the knee and you can walk this up, or if you're on the toes, you can walk that in. However you decide to get to the top is up to you. And then what you're gonna do is roll out those shoulders. Good. Interlock, push forward, stretching that upper back. Reach. Big reach to the top here. Good, let's grab one leg. And then switch legs. Beautiful work. Roll that. You guys, you made it to the end. I am so proud of you. Great job working out today. I love hearing from you. Drop us a line on the Teacher Fit app on Instagram. Let us know how you're doing, how you're getting to your goals, especially as it's getting cold. I know a lot of you are runners. I am so proud of you that you're still getting out there and running in this colder weather if you live somewhere that's cold. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.